Ratatoing, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have some special talent to be this incompetent, lazy, and just flat out stupid to make something as asinine, inane, and a complete waste of time. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. This is my review, more appropriately, my mega rant on Ratatoing, released by those geniuses known as Video Brinquedo. This was directed by Michel Gabriel. It was produced by Ale Mercado. It was written by Marcos Hirsch, and it starred the talents of Douglas Guedes, Elisa Vilon, Sidney Ross, Kleber Martins, Claudio Satiro, Francisco Freitas, Raul Schlosser, Fernanda Padilla, and Claudia Victoria on the Brazilian Portuguese side. And on the English side, we have Wayne Grayson, Lisa Ortiz, Mike Pollock, Mike Drayson, Dan Green, Scotty Ray, Veronica Taylor, and Donna Coney Island. Now, legends have told of an animated film that is just so pointless, so asinine, and completely devoid of anybody's time that it is also considered to be one of the worst things to have ever been conceived, mostly because it was a ripoff of Ratatouille. But not only did it rip off Ratatouille, oh no. It also had some elements ripped off from yet another animated film, but not from Disney or Pixar, but from Aardman and DreamWorks, flushed away, mostly because these two involve rodents. And when you look at Ratatoing in its first glance, you will automatically realize just how ugly and lazy this thing really is. And I am really willing to say this. Esta película es carajo. Ay, Dios mío. Esta experiencia. Solamente a ver esta película. Pero primero, la historia. Now, the story basically, I can't even get into this. It's boring. There are times that the pacing is so horrendous. It's slow. It feels so dull, and I cannot get into any of these characters' trials and tribulations. In fact, everything just seems to move at such a horrible pace, and there are just times I seem to realize just how crummy and just how badly put the entire story really is. It's supposed to revolve around a chef by the name of Marcel Toing, who has his own restaurant and he has his friends along with him. But from what I can tell, there is not a lot of tension and a lot of interest to really draw me in. And the animation, oh Dios mío, ay, es horrible. It's horrible to look at. My word, do the character designs look so stale and absolutely gawkish. I do not want to look at one little bit of these things for 1 second, not even for my entire life. And this is just how lazy and just how much of incompetence is being used for the animation. Ay. It is just not worth my time looking at every character. And don't get me started on the dumb transformation scenes when Marcel, Greg, and Carol get into their spy outfits to take food from the human world. My word, it just seems lazy, it's slow, and it pads the film even further. The music is nothing to write home about. Next, characters? What characters? Marcel basically comes off as a villain protagonist because he thinks that his ways will make his restaurant look a lot better. Carol has nothing particularly special about her. The same thing I could say about Greg. And the villains are the lamest villains ever. And they're composed of Oscar, Carlos, Maria, and the brown-haired rat. That's just it. These villains are nothing special. They're lame. And honestly, I could care less about these characters whatsoever. And the voice acting is just I can understand that both the voice actors of the Brazilian Portuguese dub and the English dub are trying their damnedest to pull in everything that they've got, but the results are really horrifying. In the English track, you have such wonderful talents like Mike Pollock, Veronica Taylor, Dan Green, Lisa Ortiz, Mark DeRayson, and Donna Coney Island just spew out the dumbest lines they could ever say. And I kind of feel sorry for a lot of the Brazilian voice actors that even though I don't know any of these actors, I mean, you could tell that these guys probably just wanted some quick money and then get the heck out of this project, so they hope to God that they could do some bigger projects. So overall, Ratatoing is an absolute mess. If I can rename this film, it would be Patatoing. No, wait. I would basically call this... Yeah, you know what I call this? Because even though I don't speak Portuguese, all I can say is... Esta película es una grande carajo. Es un grande carajo de caballos. Ay, Dios mío. Ay. A la gente de Vidobrinquedo, yo espero estáis feliz con este producto. Sí, pendejos. Hey. And you know what I'm gonna give this film? A well-deserved 0 out of 5. There is nothing to write home about this film. Everything is so lazily done, and it just made my brain rot. I have had it with this film. But tune in later tonight, where I get some much needed relief with the Met Live in HD Productions work of L'amour de loin. And all I can say is, thank God it's over.